Welcome to the 115th meeting of Unicorns Voices Toastmasters Club. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have one more round of applause for our club, please? Well, I, Rajoshi Roy, I'm going to be the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. And as the Sergeant at Arms, it is very important for me to lay down the protocols that we follow in a typical Toastmasters meeting. First, we avoid talking about sex, religion, or politics in a derogatory manner. Second, we should try and keep our mobile phones on silent or switched off mode if possible. Third, as it is a virtual meeting, let us try to keep our videos on and audios off so as to give it a feel of a physical meeting. Please unmute yourself only when you are speaking on the podium. Otherwise, keep yourselves muted so that the speaker on the podium does not get distracted. If you have your videos on, please sit in a well-lit room so that every one of us can see your beautiful face and your beautiful smile. And finally, please avoid going out or coming into the room while someone is speaking on the podium, because that might distract the attention of the speaker. Well, now that I've told you about the protocols that we follow in a typical Toastmasters meeting, let me tell you, many of you might already know what my favorite quote is. And it is a quote by Theodore Roosevelt. And it goes like, believe you can, and you're halfway there. And I have got so much inspired by that quote, and I've tried to implement that in my day-to-day life, not only my life in Toastmasters, but my life beyond it as well. And every single time I have faced a hardship, I have faced a challenge, I have faced an obstacle, I have believed in myself. And even before I could realize it, I had overcome it. Today, I will pass the baton on to one such person. When I asked him what he believes in truly, he says that he believes that we learn every single day. We come into this world with a very limited or no knowledge, and with every passing day, we gather the experience and grow in knowledge as well. And that is exactly what this person has been doing, ladies and gentlemen. When the first time when I met him, he was not a great communicator, but every single time that he has attended a Toastmasters meeting, he has vowed to himself to improve with every passing day, to beat his yesterday, to be a better version of himself. And what a trajectory he has shown. Today, he is not only a confident speaker, but someone who truly inspires several Toastmasters in this fraternity. Well, if you haven't guessed by now who I'm talking about, he's none other than the person who is currently serving as the Vice President Education of Unicorns Voices Toastmasters Club, and he's the presiding officer for today. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Pramanik Borkotoki.
Can we have the applause going on for our wonderful Sergeant at Arms, distinguished Toastmaster Rajarshi? Rajarshi has a way with the words, and he knows how to make people happy with the very kind words that he uses to praise everyone during the meetings. So, welcome all of you to the 115th meeting uh, uh, of Unicorns Voices Toastmasters Club. Before I start the meeting, let me ask our general evaluator, the Toastmaster Himlata, what is her expectation as a guest for today's meeting? Toastmaster Hemlata.
Thank you, Toastmaster. So I'm here to just understand how this club is doing, and I would be evaluating starting from the time till the last speaker speaks, how the meeting goes, and try to share my knowledge on the same. Thank you.
Thank you. We are hoping a great deal of knowledge from you. And let's go to ask Toastmaster Pooja Bharati, who is also a speaker today, to share some of our expectations from today's meeting. Toastmaster Pooja, are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I just had a power cut. I'm sorry for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, can you repeat the question?
What are your expectations from today's meeting?
Okay. So as you know, I am attempting my next speech. So my expectation is to complete my level 1, and hopefully I will have a better improvement from when I gave my first speech of level 1. So that is what I'm looking forward to in today's meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pooja, and we hope that you complete your level 1 with very interesting insights after today's speech.
Thank you.
So, yeah, all the best. And we also have Toastmaster Srishti. Toastmaster Srishti, can you please come into the video
Oh,
and
am I audible?
yes, you are audible. So, how did you come to know about this club?
Oh, I have been very interested to be a part of Toastmaster for quite some time. So, I when I was in Kolkata, I found the Kolkata Toastmasters group, but because it was not possible for me to attend physical clubs, which is why I called up every time if there is an online club that can happen. And someone from Kolkata Toastmaster directed me to Unicorn Toastmasters Club. That is how I came to know about this club, and I'm very glad that I found this out because now I can be a part of this.
Oh, you are Srishti Banerjee. I saw she's actually the member of our club. I'm sorry that I could not identify you. So.
Okay, sorry.
Thank
It's a very
you
common
for
name.
joining our club.
Yes, thanks.
Now I will ask our Toastmaster Amber what are her expectations from this meeting and how she came to know about this club.
I first came to know about this club when we had the joint meeting with Toastmasters Achievers Club a few weeks ago. And it was a very interesting meeting that day. We immediately made friends. I am hailing from Italy here. And my expectation for the meeting is, can someone please share the agenda because I don't have it. I jumped on last minute because Pramanik said, Amber, we need a Toastmaster, a table topics master. I'm sure, I'm coming. I love being with you. My expectations for the meeting is really to spend some great time with some fabulous people and looking forward to the rest. As timer, I will be showing the cards. This would be it's green, yes, it's okay. The yellow, okay, you're getting to the end of your speech. And the red is, ooh, time to stop talking. Okay, back to you, Toastmaster
Thank
Pramanik.
you. Thank you. So, before I hand over the lectern to our TM Modi, I would like to say a few words that I have in my mind. So can uh, can everyone raise a hand? Did everyone have a goal before joining Toastmaster? Uh, okay, I see 3 hands. Okay, now my question to you is, did you achieve that goal through Toastmasters? If not, let us try to understand what is that we are missing and how we can achieve that goal. Toastmasters have a huge lot of resources that can help us to achieve any life goal, and we just need to explore those resources, and we will find that we can achieve that goal through Toastmasters. And I request everyone to visit every meeting of the club so that you uh, can improve yourself and be as near to your goal as possible with each meeting, because 90% of work goes uh, outside of the Toastmasters meeting, and then only 10% happens in the Toastmasters meeting when you actually express what you have prepared in the last 1 week and deliver a speech. So with this note, I will hand over to our wonderful Toastmaster of the day, who has been a wonderful person and always a very energetic, always taking in leadership. And whenever there is a need, she is ready to take any role in the club and uh, take the ownership to uh, become the leader that she aspires to be. She is a leader of her own kind. She has shown tremendous growth in the past 1 year that I have not seen uh, a lot in this 1 year from many of the Toastmasters that I have met. Uh, so with this, I request everyone to give a big round of applause and welcome our Toastmaster of the day, that is Tulika Pramanik. Toastmaster of the day, the stage is all yours.
Thank you very much. Please keep your hands rolling for our VP Education Toastmaster Pramatesh Borpatoki. Thank you so much for this brief introduction. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I welcome you all to the 115th meeting of Unicorn Voices Toastmasters Club. I would like to request anyone, please avoid these noises. Okay, sometimes because I have no one at home, so I have to take care. And he will sit with me, so please bear with me. I'm really thankful for your participation in our today's meeting. Let me just give you a brief introduction of our club rules. Now, every Toastmasters meeting has got 3 sessions, right? First is the prepared speech section, then there is a table topic session, and lastly, the evaluation session. So today's theme is towards goal. There is a famous quote by Pablo Picasso. Our goals can only be reached through a vehicle of a plan. in which we must fervently believe and upon which we must vigorously act. There is no other route to success. Do you believe this, guys? Thank you so much for your nod. Mama! Even Albert Einstein has also said that if you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Hence, from these quotes, we can easily conclude that how much goal setting is important in our life. Now, what is goal? In simple terms, a goal is a long term. So it's something you work towards. Your goals may thus be some way off in the future and thus taken time to achieve, even years in some cases. Setting goal is the first step in turning the invisible into visible. I hope all of you agree with this, that in our life, we should have a goal. A goal makes our life disciplined, right? So with this, I would like to ask from the audience that when did you first realize that you need to set a goal in your life? Can I see a raise of hand, please? Can I see a raise? Toastmaster Hemlatha, please, the podium is yours.
I think that's something we get the start of our life. I think I remember, I think when I was in the schools maybe. So when the first test happened and we got our ranks, then I understood where I stand and what's my next goal. So early, I think, forget about school, even in the home, when you have your sibling, when they start comparing, an incremental goal. So as far as it is healthy and positive, I think competitive goals are important.
Please keep your hands rolling for Toastmaster Hemlatha. Yes, those who have siblings, they know that what goal is, because each one of them, they try to overcome or like jump that I want to be the best, like this. So with this, without a further delay, I would like to start off the meeting. But before going into the prepared speech section, I would like to introduce our general evaluator for today. Just a second, beta. Now, let me introduce our general evaluator for today. She is from Namma, Bengaluru. She is an engineer with electronics and communication, currently leading PDM COC team at BGSW. She is a project management practitioner and postgraduate in business analytics. She believes in live and let live. So please welcome with a huge round of applause, Toastmaster Hemlatha. Toastmaster Hemlatha, the podium is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tulika, for that energetic start and lovely introduction. So good evening, everyone. And today I would be the general evaluator. So what I would be doing? I would be evaluating each one of you, starting from SAA till the PO ends this call, and ensuring that you're following the ground rules of the Toastmasters and how active are you and what could be that small increments you could do so that next time you could be better. So hopefully I'll try to add some value to your meetings today. For that, I am not alone in this job. I have a Taggle team who would help me in this job. So let me welcome my Taggle team. I have the timer with me, who would be Toastmaster Kaustubh Daga. Could you just unmute and share the information about the timer and what would be your duties?
I'm sorry, Toastmaster Kaustubh is not the timer today, Hemlatha. Maybe I have shared the wrong thing. Timer is our Kate, Amber Kate, and Pramatesh. They are both doing this timing today, partly just because of the availability of the members.
Okay, not a problem. Yeah, Toastmaster Amber, please go ahead and share the responsibilities of the time.
Yes, so Each speech has a specific time to be respected, and you can see that from the agenda, how long each speech will be. When you reach the minimum, it will be the green background. It's like you're good to go, you reach your limits. And then yellow is midway through. It's to say, okay, time to start wrapping up and closing. And red is you are running out of time. Definitely start zipping it to give space to the next people. Back to you, General Evaluator Hemlata.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amber. And next, in my tagger team, I have our counter, Toastmaster Shishu Lata. Could you just come online and explain your responsibilities?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. As a counter, my job is to note down all the crutch words like like, so, any filler words which being used in the speech or while conversation. At the end of the session, I will produce my report. Over to you, General Evaluator Himlata. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shishu. Now, I have the grammarian, Toastmaster Priyanka Srivatsava. May I have Toastmaster Priyanka Srivatsava?
Hi. Myself Priyanka Srivastav, and I am the grammarian today. I'll be minding your grammar, the usage of your grammar, the words you speak, how enriching you make it. And the word of the day is today is add-on add-on. I would just add some meaning to it. What does add-on mean? It means to augment something, to supplement something, how enriching you can make an experience, and what can you make, what can you add to it to add few more colors to it. We just define things usually, but like the emotions add beauty to our life. Similarly, how you would enrich.
Did we lose her?
Might be some connectivity issues with her.
Is there a practice that you put up the word of the day and idiom of the day in the chat? Is it already there?
Sorry, I got disconnected. So the word of the day is adorn. It's a verb, and it can be used to add some more meaning to it, to supplement something with something more. So it is. You can use the word adorn. I'll just put it in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyanka. So even though you had an internet issue, you were able to come back and be on the time. So thank you for that. So the Toastmasters, this is my taggle team, and I know you all have prepared and come here, but we will surely give you an add-on which will help you to do better in the next meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster today, Tulika.
Thank you so much. Please keep your hands rolling for our General Evaluator, Toastmaster Hemlata. Without a further ado, I would like to start with the prepared speech section. But before introducing our speakers, I would like to introduce their evaluators. So our first evaluator, I always take the pride in introducing this person because not only he's my mentor, but also he's a person with a golden heart. He is a marvelous speaker who can make you laugh until you cry with his words and expressions. He has won many accolades by his unique style of speech giving. So, ladies and gentlemen, Please welcome with a huge round of applause, DTM Rajashri Roy.
Thank you very much. Let's keep the applause going for our wonderful Madam Toastmaster. And special thank you for making me feel so special. Well, I am going to be the evaluator for our first speaker for today. Our first speaker is going to be delivering his speech from the Pathways Presentation Mastery. He's on level 1, project 2, and the objective of the project is to deliver a speech with a definite purpose. Timer, please note that the timing for this speech is going to be 5 to 7 minutes. Here's wishing the speaker all the very best, and I'm pretty sure that he is going to adorn today's meeting with his wonderful speech. With that, I pass the baton back to our Madam Toastmaster, and I shall come back at the end to present my report when Madam General Evaluator calls me. Thank you, and back to you, Madam Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. DTM Rajashri. Now our first speaker is the person who loves to play sports, and table tennis is his favorite one. He is a big follower of Mahabharata. He works as a tech architect at Hike. So please welcome with a huge round of applause, Toastmaster Shubham Panda. The power of self-improvement. The power of self-improvement, Toastmaster Shubham Panda. The podium is all yours.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Imagine waking up every morning feeling more confident, more capable, and more fulfilled than the day before. How would that change your life? Picture the possibilities if you adorned yourself, if you adorned yourself with new skills and try to become a better version of yourself. So today, I would like to talk about the transformative power of self-improvement and basically how we can go about it and the benefits we get from self-improvement. Self-improvement, as the word suggests, it's basically trying to work on yourself to become the best version. We often are being told that, okay, you need to beat this other person in this, you need to be better, you need to be best. But if you think about just competing with yourself and try to become the best version of yourself, that's where the path of self-improvement is. There are multiple benefits of self-improvement. It helps us in our personal, professional, and definitely in our relationships also. So since now we understand what's the meaning of self-improvement, let me share with you a really amazing concept, right? Let's assume if we forget, okay, we don't want to be better than this person. Let's assume if we just focus on ourselves. If I ask you guys, okay, let us all commit to be a 1% better version of ourselves. Now, you guys will think, okay, 1%, that does not seem so much significant, right? But the amazing thing is, if you aim towards being 1% better than your previous version, and you do it consistently for a year, my friends, the results are amazing. If you calculate it mathematically, you will be 37 times better than the version you started with. Mind it, 37 times. And why do you need to feel happy beating the other people? You can be happy being 37 times better than your previous version. So that's the amazing transformating power of self-improvement. Since now we do understand, so if we talk about this, we do understand the power of self-improvement, right? But now how to go about it? How to go about in the way of self-improvement? See, in my experience, or even in according to my experiences or the experiences I have seen in my life, I have seen the first blocker to the path of self-improvement is basically you lying to yourself. You can lie to yourself, my friend, in many ways. You can lie to yourself staying in the comfort zone. You can lie to yourself saying, okay, I am good at this, I don't need to improve. But if you try to embrace the things with honesty, let me tell you, your half job is done there and then there only. Once you start embracing things with honesty within you, you will come to know about your shortcomings. You will come to know about the challenges which you are feeling, and then you can work on them. And trust me, my friends, once this is done, you are all set. You can do it. And once you are set in your mind, you need to have clear goals. Now we talk about smart people, but the goals can be smart too. The goals can be smart too. Now, what do I mean by smart? By smart, I mean I can basically break down the letters. S stands for specific. M stands for measurable. A stands for actionable. R stands for relevant to you. And T stands for time bound. We need to plan our goals. We need to assess our goals on these 5 principles. And once we know that our goals are fitting this principle, we can break down our goals. We can measure our goals. We can measure the progress. And we always need to have, see, once you have the pathway of goals clear, now you need to embrace that you will fail. And failing is not bad. You just need to fail better. You just need to always fail better. It's not about succeeding. It's about if you fail and if you're okay with failing better, then you are good to go in this path. And this will help you in so many places. It will help you in your personal growth. It will help you in your professional life. And there's another sphere where we don't think. This will help you in your relationships also. You see, let's assume, let me take an example. If we are dealing with stressful situations and we are not having proper communication skills, we can develop our proper communication skills. We can improve on our communication skills. And this, my friends, it will improve the relationship with your near ones. You can see this in every sphere of life. You can see this in the path of self-improvement being taken seriously in every sphere of life. If you think of role models in sports, be it Novak Djokovic, be it Roger Federer, be it Sachin Tendulkar, they competed against themselves. They didn't compete against other players. They follow that mantra and they are the greatest in their fields. So, and on a personal note, even my path of self-improvement has started while I have joined Toastmasters. I've been working on my speaking skills and I feel happy, I feel confident. And it has impacted me positively in my both professional and personal life. So I want to leave you with the note that that we all must work on becoming the best version of ourselves. And I would like to end my speech with a quote from Ernest Hemingway. And the quote was around that true nobility lies in being the best version of yourself, not in being better than others. Thank you.
Please keep your hands rolling for such a brilliant speech given by Toastmaster Shubham Panda. I am agree with your speech, and it is so good to hear from you that yes, we have to be consistent in our life. Consistency can bring the joy in our life. It can make us successful, right? So with this, I would like to call upon our next evaluator. That is the second evaluator for today. He is a person from a beautiful city, Jorhat, that is in Assam. He is a businessman. Currently, he is the VP Education of our club. He is a very diligent kind of a person. So please welcome with a huge round of applause, Toastmaster Pramathesh Gorkotoki. The podium is all yours.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. Today, my speaker, target speaker, Toastmaster Pooja Bharati, would be delivering her second speech from level 1, project 4, that is, sorry, evaluation and feedback. In this project, she will learn how to receive evaluation and also give. This project has 3 parts, that is speech 1, speech 2, and speech 3. She is the speech 3 is an evaluation speech, and she is giving her second speech, that is she will be either repeating her first speech after receiving her evaluation from the first speech, or she can deliver completely another speech with a better execution. So all the best, Toastmaster Pooja Bharati, and over to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pramanik.
Before I have a quick question.
Yes.
Toastmaster Pramatesh, I understood this is her feedback and evaluation speech, which is her second speech. So in the first speech, do you have the feedback which she has received?
Yes, I have the feedback. That she,
1 or 2 points she has implemented.
yes, after receiving, looking at the speech, I will understand whether she has implemented this feedback or not.
My reference, if you can point out 1 or 2 specific things you are evaluating, if possible.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so
So
much.
I'll just give what are the feedbacks that she received. She was asked to improve on her facial expression, tone modulation, and body gestures. And it seemed like she was reading with from a script. So I wish that she can be more effective in not being more spontaneous in her speech. All
Thank
the
you.
best to, and
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pramatesh. Our second speaker is a member of Spell Wizard Toastmasters Club. She is a business analyst at GE Appliances. She likes to draw and read in her free time. So please welcome with a huge round of applause, Toastmaster Pooja Bharti. Leading with empathy. Leading with empathy, Toastmaster Pooja Bharti. The podium is all yours, Pooja.
Thank you so much, Imad. So I will be attempting my speech today. Good evening, everyone. So fellow Toastmaster and any esteemed guest over here. So I will start with asking you, have you ever worked for a leader who seems so robotic that they are set in their own ways and they won't listen to you? They just want to put their ideas forward and they just want to follow you along. If yes, can you raise your hand? Okay. Now, imagine if there was a leader who would completely opposite of that, somebody who will listen to you, your ideas, will encourage you to speak forward and give your feedback and opinions and ideas. Who do you think will encourage a positive work environment and workforce? The first one or the second leader? Of course. The answer is simple, right? The second leader will inspire us to be a better version of ourselves. The second leader has a quality within himself that allows him to help us go to a better self. Can you guess what that leadership skill is? Anyone? Yes. The answer is empathy, right? So empathetic leader, who are empathetic leader? So empathy means leading with values and hearing, putting yourself in other people's shoes and understanding where they are coming from, what are their perspective, and then taking a decision while keeping all of us together rather than leading a herd. Rather than that, we should work in a group. We should work in a collaborative manner, right? So let me take few examples from real life, right? So on the one hand, we have a leader like Steve Jobs, who was very visionary, who helped Apple reach a very top height of his game. He helped in great innovation and every aspect of it. He helped Apple grow. But we know about how Apple work culture was at that time. We have heard about his work culture being very toxic work environment and his employees fearing him rather than respecting him. He had a vision and everybody agrees with that, but what good comes with fear? If even if results are achieved at the longer run, you will have a lower employee retention rate. They will not be happy with their work environment and their work will affect for sure in the longer run. You can get a small term achievement and work done, but in the longer run it is gonna impact because they are gonna feel the burnout. On the other hand, we have a CEO like Satya Nadella, who joined Microsoft in 2014, and then that time Microsoft was also struggling with work culture, toxic work culture, competition within organization. When he joined Microsoft, his whole goal was to help promote innovation and collaboration instead of competition in his employees. And he was able to achieve that to a greater extent, which led to Microsoft leading the IT industry, and its work culture is very much improved that we can hear about the praises of his leadership skills even now, right? So let me take few examples from my own life about how empathetic leadership has shaped my career until now. I have been working for the past 3 years straight out of college, and I am happy to say that my work culture promotes empathetic leadership style very much. It has helped me to become more confident in myself, put forward my ideas, and speak up from my heart about what I am thinking rather than just following the hierarchy, right? If you give employees freedom to speak from their perspective, their opinions, and also their experience, they will be more innovative and collaborative, and they will help you grow because they believe in your vision. But leaders who are very much have a tunnel vision where they don't listen to their employees, they are going to run out of ideas after a while if you are not going to listen to others. Empathetic leadership style actually promotes employee engagement. So employees are free to open up and speak about what is going to help the company in the long run. They think that companies are their own as their own rather than they are just there to collect a paycheck. It also helps you to grow as an individual as well, and it also helps to resolve conflicts if you have any, because you are not afraid to speak up. But now if you have a question about how, what if I am not born with an empathetic leadership skills and within me, but as I said, it is a skill, it's not an inherent in a DNA. It is a skill that you can acquire on your own. So there are 3 points that I would like to mention how you can build empathy in empathetic leadership style in yourself. The first would be to listen actively what the other person is trying to say without interrupting them. Trying to understand where they are coming from and try to reach a middle ground rather than always having your way. Always ask an open-ended question from your team so they can also put forward their point of view. And last but not the least, show appreciation to your team every time they get their work done, not only when they are failing. Those are the things that will set you apart from other leaders who are not empathetic towards their employees. It will set you apart and will help you build a stronger connection. So, in short, in conclusion, I would like to say lead with empathy, because when others respect you rather than fear you, that's where you will excel and you will help others grow with you. Thank you.
Please keep your hands rolling for our beautiful Toastmaster Pooja Bharti. Thank you so much. With this, now this is the time for table topics. I guess all of you know what is table topics, but those who are guests, they may not be knowing what is the table topics, for which we have a table topic master today who will be explaining all the rules and regulations and whatever it is required. She will be explaining this to you all. But before that, I would like to introduce her, though I do not know her proper introduction. I just met her today on this e-podium. But from there, I can guess that she is a very funny, energetic, and cheerful kind of a lady. So please welcome with a huge round of applause, Toastmaster Amber Katrina Pate. The podium is all yours, Amber.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tulika. I am a life coach for victims of workplace bullying, having been a victim myself in the past. And I assure you, once you have that smell of victim on you, you never really get rid of it. You will always be the target of toxic people. That is why it is so important to always continuously up-level our leadership skills and have very specific goals for ourselves for the future and for the way we have our interactions with other people. Because before public leadership comes personal leadership. Before public goals come personal goals. And talking about goals, I love the quote by Bruce Lee. Sometimes having a goal isn't about reaching that goal. It's just about having something to aim for. Now, very often our goals are a list of things. This. How can we adorn our goals and make them more beautiful, more powerful, more interesting to us? I can tell you that the first time I was made aware of personal leadership goals was when I was 14 in the Young Women's Christian Association here in Italy. Well, it was young children practically. When I was first introduced to Rudyard Kipling's Letter to a Son, also known simply as the poem If. And today our focus will be precisely on that, because character goals come before any kind of success goals. So I will read to you one little piece of Rudyard Kipling's a couple of verses, and I will call on you to give a 2-minute table topic. So 2 minutes means it will be green at 1, yellow at 1.5, and red at 2. Okay, Toastmaster Pramatesh? So we 2 minutes table topic, 2-minute reflection on what that means to you, if you saw it happening in your life before, or how this could really change your life. So let us start. The first one I would like to read is, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. Toastmaster Subham, please.
Yeah, so if we can trust ourselves when everyone doubts us, that's the time, I think, that is the stem for the deep-rooted confidence what we have in ourselves. At the end of the day, you need to be your best friend. You need to know that when no one has your back, you need to trust yourself. You can fight this out and you can win this. And that's the confidence which I have in personal life also have embraced, that's the real confidence. It's not about the validation from others. It's the real validation. It's the tap on your back and the capability to fight through all the tense situations is what actually matters to us at the end of the day. That's how, success or anything has always been a color of peace or color of white or a peaceful feeling to me, because it's not about just showing, okay, see, I have done this. I'm the best. I'm better than you, It's about acknowledging, okay, I have done it. You have done it. Feel good. Now try to outwork yourself again. So that keeps you humble. That feeling keeps you humble. So yeah, this is what I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Spot on. In the spirit of fail better. Yes.
Yes.
So the next part I would like to quote is, if you can, wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, not deal in lies, or being hated, not give way to hating. Toastmaster Kumar.
Can you repeat?
Yeah.
If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, not deal in lies, or being hated, not give way to hating.
Thank you, Topic Master. I always judge myself by my own standards. So if people hate me, that's their views. I have to reason out for myself what is really right and wrong. If I realize it is wrong, I will correct myself. But if I'm realizing myself right, I will keep it to what I am and let them be what they are. There's nothing to worry about being wrong. Secondly, I can wait for the correct answer, but how long will it take? People's opinion is their opinion, because if you have 10 people around, you'll have 10 different opinions in different angles, and you cannot follow all 10. So the best is to keep to yourself what you feel is right. Get the opinion if you feel that you should follow it, and you will be at your best. That's what I think of when coming to opinions. Because being in Toastmaster for 30 over years, I've experienced that I was asked to do my projects, especially my 10th project for my CTM, 10 times. So much so, when I got so irritated, I thought of resigning. But I said, I give it another try. In my another try, I just ended my speech with this one phrase. I've taken time to prepare for the speech and have something for everybody. If there are any mistakes, they are made with purpose, because some people like to find mistakes. After which, the evaluator, the same person who gave me 4 times out, got me through, and later called me out and said, I shouldn't have made that remark. And I told him on his face, this remark is for you. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kumar. Such deep wisdom right there. The next quote is, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. Toastmaster Roy. I can't read your last name.
That is okay. Could you just repeat the topic one more time, please?
If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat these two imposters just the same.
These two lines immediately takes me back to a poem that I had read back in my school days, The Character of a Happy Life. And two lines from those poem is, this man is freed from servile bands of hope to rise or fear to fall, lord of himself, though not of lands, and having nothing yet had all. Ladies and gentlemen, one can truly be happy when he doesn't have the fear of failure or the hope of success. One can truly be happy when he enjoys the journey and doesn't worry about the outcome. And who shall know better than myself? Every single year that I have been in Toastmasters, I have participated in various contests. And if I take this year for that matter, I went up to the district finals in table topic contest, but lost out in the finals. I did not have a podium finish there. But the journey that I had right from the club to the area, to the division, up to the district was a memorable one. I never thought that I had it in me. I always felt that I'm a better prepared speaker, but not a good impromptu speaker. But it is this journey that reminded me that the word impossible is also I am possible. And it is this journey that reminded me, don't worry about the outcome. Winning and losing is just part and parcel of it. Enjoy the journey, make that memorable. I hope, Madam Table Topic Master, you've made your journey memorable too. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Roy. I would just like to double check with our timer. Pramatesh, how many more can we do?
I think we can do 3 more.
3 more, fantastic. So let's jump right into it. The next quote is one that all victims of workplace bullying have to deal with, all victims of abuse have to deal with, and it is this. If you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools. Volunteers, or shall I call you? I will call you. Toastmaster Shrishti, would you like to try?
Yeah, sure, I was about to raise my hand. Thank you.
Shall I repeat?
Yes, yes. It's a little too complex to understand.
Okay. If you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by knaves, by corrupt people, to make it a trap for fools.
Yes, this is a very real scenario probably that we all have at certain point in our lives faced. Ask myself, I work with the government, so this is almost an everyday thing that I have to deal with. And this is something that takes a lot of patience inside us, because a society is a reflection of who us as individuals are. And collectively, a society can demotivate you to speak the truth if your truth has been twisted by someone, and if you have to hear it in a very different version from someone else. And this can not only demotivate us to speak the truth at another time to someone else, but it can also demotivate us from defending someone who is speaking the truth. And in any kind of workplace setup, if we as people are not able to stand up to ourselves, or if we are not able to stand up to someone else who is speaking the truth, and if we know about it, then it can really, it can be we can all think that it is a very small thing. We can all accept it as very normal, as everyday work politics. But this can be something that our coming generations can learn from us, and it can be also a place where we can all get very comfortable with it all. And so what can we do about it? It's something that will not, these are small wars that have always stayed with time through generations. These have not changed. Probably this has been true when our parents were working. This has been true when our grandparents were working. This is true when we are working. But how do we ensure that this does not remain true when our children come to work? So for that, I, suited to my personality, I feel that I am a person who is very abrupt and outspoken. And if we feel that our truth is not being accepted and is being twisted, then we should have the courage to stand up for ourselves and for those who are speaking the truth. So with that, I leave the podium for you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shristi. You hit the nail on the head. And I will be talking just about this topic in the meeting right after this over in Achievers Toastmasters meeting. So maybe you want to come and join over there as well to see what we can do about it. Okay, the next part is, if you can, talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings and not lose your common touch. Toastmaster Sagar?
Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity, but apologies to mention I didn't understand the topic. I have a very bad comprehension. So
Okay, I can repeat it if you would like. If you can talk with the crowds and keep your virtue, like all those politicians we know, or walk with kings without losing your common touch.
All right. So what I understand from this particular topic is, no matter how high you rise, no matter how big pinnacles you touch, and no matter where you go, if you touch down your base, and if you don't forget your base, nothing like it. So this and now on a very regular basis, we usually came across with the situation that if any X person is doing good in one's life, or I'm just trying to figure out what to say.
You're doing great.
So at the end of the day, what I understood from the topic is never forget your roots, no matter where you go, the kind of heights you reach. At the end of the day, touch down to the base, and never forget at least those people who really assisted you in touching those heights. And yes, and with this, I would like to hand over stage to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You too hit the nail on the head. Exactly what we are talking about. Keeping real is what my grandfather would always say. And my grandfather was a very well-known actor in Germany, but he always kept it down to earth. Okay. So I believe we have reached the end of our time for table topics. Just to give one summation of all of this wonderful poem by Rudyard Kipling, the last two phrases are, if you are capable of achieving all of this, of keeping focused on this is your main goal in life, yours is the earth and everything that is in it. And what is more, you will be a true man or a true woman, my son and my daughter. Thank you. Back over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much. Please keep your hands rolling for our beautiful Toastmaster Amber. Oh my God, what a brilliant table topic session it was. Thank you so much for being the TTM today. Great. Thank you so much to all those who adorned their speeches and participated in this beautiful table topic session. Coming back to today's theme, now I would like to ask you that, have you really achieved your goals? Can I get some volunteers here? Can I get some raise of hand? Okay, I can see Shubham has raised his hand. Shubham, please come on the podium and say that, do you really think that you have achieved your goals?
I think not achieving my goals and working towards a journey, I think that is my goal. Never want to be content, reaching some place. Just the goal is to have this improvement in the attitude around looking towards life, and not be proud, not have success reach to my head, and basically working in this journey is my goal and feeling happy about it. Yeah, that I would say.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shubham. Now, I would like to call upon our guest. Today, I can see we have a guest, Shweta. Shweta, can you come on the podium, please? Okay. Shweta, I welcome you to our UVTC. I have seen you previously also, you have joined our meeting, right, Shweta? Yes. So I would like to ask that, do you think that you have achieved your goal in life? You are on mute.
For me, goals are keep changing. Once I kept my goal, I achieved that, and later I go to some other goal, and it goes on changing. So I'm working towards it. I keep change my goals and work. I try to make it true, and I keep going like that.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shweta. I can see a raise of hand from DTM Saurav. DTM Saurav, please come on the podium.
Yes, I am here.
Okay. So DTM Saurav, what do you think? That have you achieved your goals?
A great question, and I agree with the previous speaker. It is very difficult to achieve a goal. Our life is a journey. Every time you set a goal and you achieve, there is something new that you need to set and you need to achieve. So that's going on. I am a person who does not get satisfied so easily. Achievement of goal is very difficult for me. It's going on. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, DTM Saurav. Now I would like to go to DTM Rajashi Roy. Please, you say that, have you achieved your goal?
Well, one of my goal was, and this is something which this is probably the umpteenth number of time I'm saying in my club's meeting, and I was very bad as a communicator, especially when it came to English. I couldn't frame a single sentence in English, and I was mocked and ridiculed at school. I would never want to go back to school. So definitely one of my goal was that whenever I would see people speak impeccably good in English, I would look up to them and wish that one day I can speak like them. And that was definitely a very big goal for me. And hence my entry into the world of Toastmasters, hence my entry into the world of theaters. But I can't say I've achieved it. There are miles to go before I sleep, but I am on the road for sure. That much I can tell you.
Thank you so much, Rajesh. Thank you so much. Yes, there are miles to go before I sleep. I also agree with this. Now, without making any further delay, I would like to call upon our general evaluator for this evening for the further. This is the last session, that is the evaluation session. And I would like to hand over this e-podium to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Hemlatha. The podium is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tulika. So before I give my evaluation, I would like to call upon the prepared speech section evaluators. The first evaluator for the day, DTM Rajeshri. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Madam General Evaluator. They say the biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. And today, through that inspiring and transformative speech of yours, Toastmaster Shubham, you've shown us how to improve ourselves. What a wonderful speech it was, Toastmaster Shubham. So much of learning there was from your speech. You listed down so many benefits in that speech of self-improvement. You even went on to give so many examples, be it from the world of sports or the entrepreneurs. Your speech was filled with examples. I really enjoyed your speech to the core, Toastmaster Shubham. But in your speech, you did mention that you have joined Toastmasters to improve your public speaking. And in this journey of Toastmasters, we all pick up various gems. And it is these gems that help us in our self-improvement process. And today, my feedback on your recommendation will be through the acronym GEM, where G would stand for gesture. I think when you started, your first line was imagine a situation where you are feeling more confident, more capable, but you had closed hand gestures when you started it off. You weren't sounding confident. Rather, if you would have said, imagine a situation where you're feeling confident, capable of doing this. That is the status of being confident. So maybe you could have started with that, and that would have made your speech start with a bang. So add more meaningful gestures. The next is E in the word gem. E as in eye contact. There were times when you did not have eye contact with the audience, you looked away, perhaps thinking what you would say next. So maybe you would want to focus on having a better eye contact with the audience the next time you deliver a speech. Also, if you could increase your emphasis, there were various points in your speech where you could emphasize on various words and phrases. For example, you said you need to embrace your failure, you need to embrace your growth. Rather, if you would have said, you need to embrace your failure, you need to embrace your growth. So stress on the words, emphasize on them. And finally, the letter is M. Make it relatable by adding a personal story. I wish you did talk about you joining Toastmasters, but what are the struggles you faced earlier for which you joined Toastmasters? Make a personal story, add a call to action at the end, asking everybody to beat their yesterday and become a better version of themselves today to have a better tomorrow. So have a call to action at the end. And if you can follow these gestures, the expressions, as well as the message at the end, you indeed will become a gem in the world of public speaking. Wouldn't you agree with me, Madam General Evaluator?
Thank you, Toastmaster DTM Rajeshwari Roy. I think that was a gem of evaluation. I'm sure you already gave the positives, the improvements, and also how he can niche his speeches in the coming days. I think it was to the point, so no more to add. I think Shubham got all his feedback, so thank you for that. With that, let me call upon the evaluator, the second evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Pramatesh, sorry.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. And I would also thank our speaker, Toastmaster Pooja Varti. Can you come into the video?
Sure.
Yes, thank you. First of all, I would like to congratulate that you have chosen a wonderful topic to speak upon, leading with empathy. It is a very important topic to speak upon, and the content was also very well written. So I believe you spent a lot of time in writing the speech, and you gave some wonderful examples about how you can be a better leader, like active listening, and you also gave a few examples about Steve Jobs. But how can you make your speech more effective? That is the bigger question out here. First of all, directly go into the speech. You welcome the audience and everything. Instead of doing that, you should have directly asked the two questions that you started in the beginning. That is a very important part, and it should have taken us into what you are going to speak directly. And the second thing is, every time you speak, feel the emotion. When you feel the emotion, your voice changes and your body language is also changes. In your previous evaluation also, it was mentioned that you have to work on your tone, your body language. So how do you work on it? Feel the emotion. When you are talking about empathy, you have to feel that empathy. When you are talking about leadership, you have to feel that authority. When you do that, feel that emotion, then only you can be a better speaker, and effectively you can communicate what your idea is, because your ideas were great, but it was not communicated to me. So feel the emotion and you will be much better. So to summarize, to better show your tonal quality and body language, I will say that feel the emotion and your body language and everything will come into a place spontaneously. And directly go into the question and welcome the audience in the second or third line, because in that first two lines you have to make the audience feel what you are going to speak about and what is the idea you are trying to share. And to end with, I would say that it was a great topic that you spoke, and good content. I would encourage you to write speeches before you speak. It will make your ideas come out very clearly in the future. All the best, uh, to Toastmaster Pooja Bharati.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pramatesh. I think there was a good value add for what things went on good and what things could be improved. But I would like to add on a few things, maybe a few examples to Toastmaster Pooja, which she would be able to understand and maybe try to implement when Prathamesh was telling, like, feel the emotions, express it, and connect with your audience. What is that? The first thing, keep your camera at least up to this level where your hand gestures are visible. Your camera level is only this much. We were not able to understand whether you were using your hand gestures. That's one thing you could do. Maybe try to position it or ask the audience whether they are able to see your hand gestures. That's how you can use. That's one. The second thing, how to feel the emotions. When you told, if you have a boss who's robotic, have that robotic, and when you have a good leader, then there is a leader who can understand your emotions, who can give you the right feedback, who can walk your talk, feel that happiness. That's how your real genuine feelings. I'm sure you have experienced it, but you have to, show those experiences to the audience. Then your speech was very well structured, but that emotions reaching to the audience, there was a disconnect because you were not feeling it. I felt like you were reading it. So there is a different bit reading and, having conversation. Try to have a conversation. And the third one and the last one, which I would say is hand gestures. Like when you say, if somebody can hear you, think from the head, talk from the heart, all those, if you can show your hand gestures, automatically, if people are not even listening to your words, or they are distracted by anything, with your hand gestures, they'll connect to you. So try these things and surely this will pitch to be a great speech. And try to record yourself and listen so that you will know that how the emotions are reaching to the other audience. So try it out and I'm sure you will make a great speech. Thank you, Toastmaster Pooja. So with that, now let me come to the evaluation for the day. So I joined initially when Toastmaster Rajeshri Roy had started. He started with a very good energy and he set the ground rules. I think that's what is required for any meeting to start. If you start with a good energy, it will flow ill, it will be infectious, and the whole meeting will go good. So good on that, continue the good work. Now, coming to President PO speech, Toastmaster Pramatesh. I think you were engaging the audience. You followed the right rules by interacting with the guest, asking them what they are doing. But I missed these things. I don't know whether because of the disconnection, if you have used it, I couldn't really understand. One thing you have to mention in the beginning of your meeting, which meeting it is, the number of the meeting, and call the meeting to order as a president. That's the formal way in the Toastmaster. So you could practice it. If you have done it and I missed it, please let me know. And then one more thing, try to tell about the Toastmasters. You did tell us how it is helping you, how it is. So if you can convey the mission of the Toastmaster or your club mission in the start of the meeting open, it would be more formal and value-add. That could be something which you could do. Otherwise, interacting with the guest, engaging with the guest and telling us what helped you to be in Toastmaster was really on the nail. Thank you. Now, coming to Toastmaster Tulika. First of all, congratulations, lady. I know, juggling around all the things, still making it happen. That's a really, really great work. It really, being with the in this audience, yet to manage the kid and continuous speech, you could have easily told, I don't have anyone at home to take care of my kids, so today I may walk out. But you didn't do that. You stayed, you took on the role, and you ensured everything went on the well. You maintained the energy. So kudos to you and much energy. Great way. I think you did very well. So what could be improved? I think the structure of the Toastmaster, which you had to explain. So first is the prepared speeches, then the table topics, and then the evaluation. That structure explaining, I felt you missed. You just told the first two and the third one you missed. So maybe just write it down and have it ready so that at least some tips you can keep it so that you don't miss on those things. Otherwise, full on energy, engaging session, kudos to you. Okay, now let me call upon the timer of the day, Toastmaster Amber, to give her evaluation.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, Toastmaster Hemalata. I'm sorry, I really mess up people's names. Plus, I do have something that most of you probably haven't noticed. It's called aphasia. So we tend to mix things up, especially when reading numbers. I hate being a timer. But today, the speakers have all been within their range. Yes, the time is minimum 5 minutes, maximum 7 minutes, but there is a 30-second space before and after. So if you do 4 minutes 30 or you do 7 minutes 30, it's still all good. So speaker Subham, 7 minutes 08, speaker Pooja, 6 minutes 37. Improve a little bit more on that. No, I'm sorry. 6 minutes 37 is perfect. Evaluator Roy, 3 minutes 01. Evaluator Pramatesh, 3 minutes 26. Thank you, Pramatesh, for having shared the times for the table topics in the chat. So everyone who did a table topic can check their own time in the chat. I wanted to talk very, very briefly about how, as role takers, we can improve on our own timing. And that is, number one, be prepared in advance, which is kind of difficult when you do not have the agenda at hand before. And also, if we have to inquire from each other, if we try to use the chat between each other so that then we stay on track. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amber, for that precise evaluation. It's on time. Then let me call upon our counter, Toastmaster Shishulata.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Today, first of all, I want to congratulate everybody for their fantastic speech. And today, I just want to declare this is a meeting, and one of the achievement is people have used least number of times of and other filler words. So congratulations to everybody and kudos. Amber, for Amber, she was flawless. Rajshri also was flawless. Tulika, I'm using multiple times. Tulika has used like word and a couple of times but it is negligible. Pramatesh has used couple of times but very minimal, Pramatesh. So I really want to congratulate for this. Shubham has used and a couple of times in so word. Pooja has used couple of times and that word. Shishti has used couple of times this is all from my end. Over to you, Hemlata Janlan. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shishulata, for that evaluation. A tip which we use in our meeting, if that could help you, what we do is if it is below 5, we say it's flawless and we just mention the name. If it is between 5 to 10, it is improving, and then just say these are the people who are improving. If it is above 10, we'll say these are the people who have to improve. So that if you say couple of times, that is the goal is missing. What's the goal for the next time? Yeah, maybe that tip, if it helps, go ahead and use it. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, now the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Priyanka Srivatsava.
Hi. Lots of people use the word add-on, so the word was quite well used. About the speeches that people made, I will just give an opinion on the speakers today. Shubham Panda, his speech was actually flawless. He used the word add-on twice. Just a minute, can I take a leave for a minute? I'm just alone at I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Okay, so Shubham Panda, he used the word. His speech was actually very much in flow. There was some flaw in the prepositions, but that was, I guess, that to give the impact and the right emphasis to it. And in fact, the ending part, the true nobility is in your best version, was in fact, that made it all the more impactful. With Pooja Bharti, the entire speech used lots of examples, and a few of the words that I caught up here were innovation and collaboration, and they communicated the idea behind it, that what she was trying to emphasize. So communication was simple yet effective and clear on what idea has to be taken home. So I think that was a wonderful. Even Rajshri Roy used the word add-on, and Tamalika also used the word a couple of times. Word of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyanka, for your precise report. With that, my Taggle team comes to an end. And the last topic, I think, Toastmaster Amber for the table topics. I think it was engaging, it was on to the point, and the best part of the show. So thank you for all your contributions. And overall, a good meeting. I hope I was able to bring some add-on to this meeting. With that, over to you, Toastmaster Tulika.
Thank you so much. Please keep your hands rolling for our General Evaluator, Toastmaster Hemlata. Thank you for participating in our meeting and being the GE. I know it was a last moment call, but still it's okay. Now without further delay, I would like to hand over this podium to our Vice President Education. So the podium is all yours, Toastmaster Pramanik Borkotoke.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. I really like the meeting, but I would also like to know what the other people feel about this meeting. So I'd first like to ask our uh, very handsome guest, that is Toastmaster Ajit. How did you like the meeting?
Yes, 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 tell me.
Yeah. How did you like the meeting?
Yeah, it was great, and I'm really enjoying during my workplace. So, as much as possible, when I'm free, I'm definitely join your meeting. I really enjoyed, and I love to join. Maybe I missed from the table topic. Next time, I will participate in the table topic. And overall, it was a great and good experience. In every Toastmaster meeting, something learned and something understand about the meeting strategy. So I believe that this is a great learning platform to learn yourself and enhance you in your skills. So that's all from my side. Back to you.
Thank you. I hope you keep coming back to our meetings, and we also have distinguished Toastmasters Saurabh Tiwari. So I would request his feedback to today's meeting.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Pramatesh. Hi, everyone. My name is Saurabh. I am a dual member. I am a part of District 18 as well as District 126. I am the Program Quality Director in District 18, which is the USA. And District 126 is India, the Hyderabad, Andhra, Telangana, and Odisha region. I have been talking to Pramatesh for a long time over WhatsApp on different things, and I never got a chance to come to this meeting. Thanks to Pooja, my club member, who was looking for a slot, and somehow she was able to accommodate this slot to give her speech, which is level 1 project 4 second speech that she cannot do in my home club where she has already given the first one. So I thought of joining her to cheer for her, and I got late. I'm really sorry, but I'm happy that this club has given me a chance to attend this meeting partially. I am also very happy to meet Amber here. She has also been an old friend, and she was also helping me with a slot for Pooja. And probably Pooja was not available on different slots. But Amber, I will visit your club sometime later, and I'll definitely have my other members to give their speeches in your club. So that's something about from my side. I loved the second part of the meeting. I joined when table topics were getting over. So I would say not section 1 or 2, but yes, I attended the complete section 3. The evaluations were amazing. Speech evaluation, the tag report, the general evaluator report, a lovely meeting, and I had a great time. Hope to see you again in some other meeting next time. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmasters Pramatesh.
Thank you, DTM Saurabh, and I hope you keep coming back to our meeting and
Sure.
adorn our meeting with great, valuable advices.
Thank you so much.
I would now ask Shweta to give her feedback.
Everything went very well. I liked it. All the roles were very well played. And I learned many things from speeches and table topics. It was very good.
Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. Toastmaster Himlata, do you have something to say about today's meeting?
I think I have already shared whatever I had to, but I would like to take this opportunity to thank Toastmaster Tulika. I think she was part of our club and had taken an evaluation. So that's how I got this connect, and she invited me. So thank you for inviting me. I think it was a good meeting and well spent time, and also take this opportunity to invite you to our club. It happens on Fridays, 5:30 to 7 p.m. It's Bosch Counters. So whenever you have time on a Friday evening, do join us, and please take up roles and support us. Let's enrich each other in this Toastmaster Club. Thank you.
Thank you to Toastmaster Hemlata for joining in such a short period of notice, and I believe that we can have a joint meeting in sometime in this month or next month, and we can have a great meeting together to bring some great collaborative uh, learnings from this meeting. Thank you. Before I come to Toastmaster Amber, I request Toastmaster Pooja about how you felt after today's speech.
I thank you for the evaluation that you provided. I do agree that there is one thing that I struggle with, that is like putting my emotion across the speeches that I'm giving at that moment. When I am having one-to-one conversation, I completely feel fine. But when I go on stage, I kind of freeze up. So that's when like my emotion does not come across. So I am gonna work on that. So thank you for the feedback that you all have given me. I will definitely work on that.
Now that you have spoken, I will give you one more feedback to that is, if you have written your speech, don't try to speak word by word on what is written in your script. Try to, it's okay if you get a little bit either, but try to remain within the framework and speak so it will be more conversation like you are speaking right now. You, you can see that there is more body language, your smile is coming out well, everything is going out so well. So just follow that trick and you will be much better speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you. So now I am coming to Toastmaster Amber Katrina Pate and ask her feedback.
Thank you so very much, Toastmaster Pramanik. It has been such a blessing to meet all of you. I wanted to share with you what happened just last week on the Youth Leadership Program. We were hosting a contest. This was the Youth Leadership Program Indonesia. The foundation wanted to host a contest, so us Toastmaster teachers, we acted as judges. And while the children were delivering their speeches, I noticed one thing. As long as they were speaking from their heart, off the top of their head, they had amazing vocal variety. As soon as they started reading the text, the pronunciation of the words, the vocal variety flipped straight into their original language, tonality, and background. So the Chinese people were speaking with a Chinese cadence, automatically linking that, like the subconscious mind automatically was linking every syllable to Chinese syllables. So it became they lost the American English vocal variety. And I started noticing the same thing happens with Italians. The same thing happened with Pooja earlier. As long as she's talking off the top of her head, amazing vocal variety. As soon as you go into the reading, oops, it flips straight into your subconscious language of the heart vocal variety. So we have to be careful about that. For the rest, this has been fantastic meeting again. I just love, I'm gonna have to come to India, guys, because I'm just making so many friends over here. May I also talk about the event that we are organizing? On the 16th?
Please go ahead.
Saturday 15 and Sunday 16, we will be hosting Pramatesh has already signed up for one of the workshops, like to be conducting one of the workshops. Everybody cheer him on. Practically, we are going to be hosting an international Toastmasters Without Frontiers meeting where everyone is welcome to come join. It's kind of like a speech marathon, but the focus is about how we can start using pathways more effectively. Use it as a toolkit to support us towards our life goals. And I had no idea just how much of a in-depth program we can pull out if we begin with the end in mind. And I am working towards having the creator of, I don't know how many of you have already seen it, the creator of Pathways Your Way projects, practically. I'm seeing if she can maybe come and host one of her fabulous workshops as well. Anyhow, that's anyone who would like to join. If you want to bring your clubs on board, if you want to come and deliver your own speech, if you want to come and be an evaluator, a timer, anything you would love to do in this event, you are very welcome to contact me directly or contact Pramatesh for the session he will be hosting, which is on Saturday 15th, right, Pramatesh? Perfect. Okay. You can contact him directly for organizing all of that. And thank you once again, everybody.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amber. And with this, I will officially close this meeting, and I we are still open for a few minutes for chit chat.